Some of the most problematic issues that hold us back is becoming too attached to a person or too attached to a group. That when it's genuinely time to move on, it's time to come back, it's just too difficult. I think one of the most painful experiences that you can experience is detaching yourself from someone. For example, after a breakup, detaching yourself from that individual. Because sometimes it comes from the people that we least expect it from. The reason I made this video is because I've gone through something similar myself, and I want to share with you what I've learned. I thought to myself, why the fuck is this happening? Why is this happening to me? What is the point of this? The reason for this is that you, my friend, we are humans. We're biologically programmed to feel this way. If we didn't get attached, we wouldn't have the relationships that we have today. The family, brotherhood, friends, kids if you have kids. I completely agree and I understand that there are many factors that determine how attached you get to someone. For example, we have the anxious attachment style, which essentially means that if you didn't receive enough love and validation as a child, you look for that when you're older. You look for that in a relationship. And the result, you end up becoming very clingy. You end up becoming very reliant on this one person. That's a whole nother topic. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to make a video going into more detail about it. But for the most part, all humans have this sort of unconscious ability to be attached and connect with someone. As I mentioned earlier, I've recently gone through something similar myself. I thought classic self-improvement would help me through. And don't get me wrong, classic self-improvement, going to the gym, working, focusing on myself, it really did help. But it only helped temporarily. I realized that my self-improvement habits were just a way for me to just temporarily escape. Just how you're using drugs and alcohol. I realized that I never embraced the pain. I was still running from the pain. But just running from the pain in a more productive way. Self-improvement wasn't curing the roots of my problems. From someone who's tried it all, good habits to bad habits, good addictions to bad addictions, let me tell you, it was fucking difficult, man. It was fucking painful. But through trial and error, through just trying to figure shit as I progress, just like you are, I figured it out. I figured out what I had to do. I want you to stick around to the end of the video and listen to this random guy on YouTube. This random guy on YouTube has solved the same problems that you may be facing. You have to completely let them go. You're gonna have to accept the fact that it's over. I know we just can't click our fingers and that's it. We're over them. As someone who was in your position, this is the only way I ended that suffering. This is the only way I ended that difficult period of my life. You either lose them or you lose yourself. The solution is to embrace the pain. Stop using temporary distractions and cutting the old leaves, the deadheads of the problem. Tackle the root cause of the fucking problem. That's the only way you'll move past it. But gagging, I'm trying to let them go. I've been trying for so long. Are you actually? Are you actually trying to let them go? Are you sure you're not fantasizing any scenarios with them? Are you sure you're not fantasizing anything? Once again, it is difficult, but it's like a plaster or a band-aid. You either rip it off fast and quick, get the pain over and done with, or you can rip it off slowly, slowly, and suffer. The best option here is to acknowledge and accept it. Acknowledge it'll be painful. There's no denying that. But accept that this pain is a necessity in order to progress past it. But how do you progress and move on? Well, I can't tell you step by step. There is no step by step that works for everyone. There is no one size fits all. But what worked for me is acknowledging it, accepting it, embracing it, and delaying gratification. This is the self-improvement that I preach. This is the self-improvement I want you to do if you want to move past that person or that group, whatever it may be. Self-improvement changed my life. It really did. And if not for self-improvement, I'm not sure I'd be here speaking to you today. Leveling up myself, feeling proud of myself, was what allowed me to free myself and love myself. This is why I'm so passionate about what I do. This is why I'm so passionate about recording this video, for example. Because you can do the same. You can level up. You can feel proud of yourself. You can love yourself. You can peak on levels that you haven't even dreamt of. The whole reason I'm preaching self-improvement now is because you were here. With that person, you were here. Now that that person isn't in the equation anymore, you feel here. You're at this baseline. So the only way to get past this is to make your baseline not here, but your new baseline is all the way up here. If you don't reach this point, you will always be at this point, always looking back to the point where your life peaked in your eyes. The harsh reality is that without them, without the person, without the group, your life is just shit. You just feel depressed. Maybe that's all you had going on for yourself. Maybe they were your world. Now that your world has left, what do you have left? Now does the whole leveling up yourself and why I said that and why I preach self-improvement, it's starting to make a lot more sense now, isn't it? I understand that's a lot of information being thrown to you. That's the whole reason I'm recording this long video. No dopamine, no random SpongeBob or bullshit like that popping up on screen. It's a lot of information. I understand. So I want to reiterate everything that's been said. I want you to acknowledge and accept that what has happened is done. The only way to move forward is be in peace with yourself, be in peace with the situation, and accept it. Be in peace with not being in peace. At least for a while. At least until you feel a lot better. How you feel a lot better, answer to that is self-improvement. It's not gonna be an overnight success. You're not gonna watch this video, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and yeah, that's it, you're sorted. It might take weeks, might take months, might even take years for some of you. The time will still go. The only thing we're in control of is our emotions. Do you want to still be feeling the same next year? Do you still want to be feeling horrible next year? Or in that same time, that same period of time, you feel so much more proud of yourself and you're past the pain. Continuously remind yourself how much better off you are without that person or that group. You need to tell yourself you're moving on for your progress, for your success, for your peak. Thank you for watching. It's 𝐾𝐨𝐧'𝐭, but you can call me 𝐬𝐮𝐻𝐫𝐽. If you've enjoyed, drop a like, drop a subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this video as well. I'll catch you in the next one.